How's it going, everybody? Today is Sunday, April 21st, 2019. To those who celebrate it, it is Easter. So I'm making a quick short video here just to give a brief update. Today I slept most of the day away. I was pretty tired, and this dizziness is really getting to me. So I tried to, even after all that sleep, I'm still dizzy. So it's not getting any better. I did message my doctor through the St. Cloud VA, letting him know of my symptoms and my concerns to see if he has any suggestions. Well, lo and behold, if they do some testing and it's a brain tumor, that'll solve a lot of my problems. And because I know I'm not going to seek treatment for it, I mean, if I get it diagnosed and I know what it is, at least it gives me time to prepare, but I'm not going to freaking seek treatment for it. So I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm still sick, still haven't gotten over this crud. So anyways, while I was sleeping, on Skype, it looks like I had some missed calls from what appears to be my daughter. I presume it's her. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't talked to her in how long, because she hasn't answered my calls when I had tried to call her. And I'm pretty sure her mother's refusing to let her talk to me and stuff, because her mother already doesn't want me to be a part of her life as is, so she's made that perfectly clear. So I sent some brief short little videos to her, just letting her know that if she wants to reach out to me, she can. And that was around 5 o'clock, so her bedtime's not usually until 8 from what I understood. So she had 3 hours to make a call back to me if it was her. As of right now, I have not heard anything back, so do I presume it's her? There could be a good percentage that it wasn't her. But let her know that I'm going to be closing my Skype account, because I mean, obviously, if my ex doesn't want me to talk to her in the first place, then there's no point in having Skype anyways. So on top of that, I guess I told her that I'm going to close my Skype account, that she needs to reach out to me, and I haven't heard anything. 7:42 p.m., so she's about 18 minutes away from her bedtime anyways, because school tomorrow. And that if she wanted to reach me, she could. Outside of that, I guess I'm just kind of going with the flow. And I shredded a lot of paperwork today. I might have even shredded paperwork to my car. I don't know 100% if that's my current, but if it is, oh well. So that I'm slowly getting that out of the way. I reformatted my Xbox, so that's ready to go. I think there might be a promotion coming here soon for GameStop where cash is the same as trades. So whatever my trade value is, I would get the same amount in cash. So I'm going to probably just bring everything that I have gaming based, since nobody seems interested in buying my crap. And I'll just take it directly to GameStop. I may get a little less than what I wanted, but it's going to be pretty close, because I think it calculated out about $460. So I mean, that's relatively close to that $500 mark I was asking for everything. So so I'm going to do that probably. Get the cash, stash that away. Like I said, I told my daughter about Skype, so that's going to be going away. I'm going to start eliminating my email accounts here shortly. I brought my tablet along tonight, so that's some of the stuff that I'm going to work on tonight. Like I said, shredded a lot of my paperwork. I got a lot more to shred, but that's fine. I've been tossing a lot of boxes and things that I don't need anymore. I'm going to check here on my next day off, which is this coming Thursday. I'm going to run down to the dealership, have them take a look and see if there is an actual ball hitch on the back of my vehicle. If there is, I'm going to go ahead and tonight I'm also going to look to see what the cost would be to rent that storage shed up in Little Falls, which is an hour and a half north of me, where my mom lives. I'm going to find out how much it costs to rent that for, I'll probably do 2 months just to be safe. 2 months of that, look at the ball hitch so I can get the trailer option hooked up. then I'm going to get everything that is Tegan's, my daughter's, or if there's anything left of my ex's, it's all going to get boxed up, put in the trailer. I'll bring it up there. I'm going to drop it off at the storage shed, and then I'm going to relay the message to my mom, and then she can reach out to my ex and let her know that she can come and pick it up. And if she misses out on it, that's not my problem. I made it clear the instructions of what I'm going to do. That includes the bed that she included in that divorce papers. As far as the dogs, like I said, unless she's got $1,400, she's going to pay me straight cash. $1,400 straight cash in my hand. She is not getting any of the dogs, or Wonka, my main dog. I don't care what the divorce papers said. She paid absolutely nothing for the vet bills. She paid absolutely nothing for that dog, and that dog is technically my emotional support animal. But like I said, if I don't need it because I need them because of the fact that I'm going through this problem and giving up and everything like that, I'm not going to have a home. I don't want my dog to suffer, so I will rehome my dog. I will find somebody that'll, maybe pay $500 to rehome him. I know he's been having some medical issues recently, but I'm getting that corrected as much as I can. I've been talking to the vet, taking him to the vet. He's been kind of sick where he's vomited a few times. He hasn't been feeling himself, of course. But like I said, I'm going to find him a new home and stuff like that, someplace safe. And I don't care what she can have a cop come and threaten me all they want, whatever. Do what you got to do. I really don't give a two shits. So if you think I'm scared of you, I'm not. I really don't give two shits anymore. Like I said, all my shit's going to be going. It's going to be getting sold. I'm done. I'm done fighting. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sick. Mentally, I can't take it anymore. My depression, my anxiety, this dizziness, all this piled onto me, I just don't care anymore. I really, really don't care. But I am going to make sure that the things that do matter most to me, like I said, like my dog and stuff like that, I'm going to make sure I find him a good home, somebody that will take care of him, somebody that'll treat him good, and somebody that is not related or associated or does not know my ex, because I say 100% do not want my ex to have him unless she's dishing out $1,400 cash to me. That is the only exception to that rule. So, outside of that, I'm still working yet. I'm still waiting for that final paperwork from Grand Forks County, because as soon as that happens, the 2-week notices are going in at both jobs. My bosses, like I said, have already been aware of that. I don't know. I'm going to do a lot of planning tonight. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot of spare time on my hand while I'm working. So tonight I'm going to utilize that time to jot down notes and stuff, and maybe look at a selling platform. I'm going to double check, follow up with a customer that comes into my work. Her name is Nikki. She buys a lot of pop figures. I'm going to follow up with her, find out if she heard anything about this guy that might be interested in buying all my pop figures in a bulk. If he does, that'd be great. I will even throw in the stuff that I have on reserve right now. I will keep in touch with the person. If he buys my stuff in bulk for $2,000 flat cash, I will give him everything that I own for the pop figures, including the new stuff that's coming out, and all the stuff that I have still on pre-order. I will make sure that person, guy, female, whoever it is, I will make sure that they get the upcoming stuff as well. So I will work on that. I did create a Facebook page, not for personal use. I'm not there to communicate with anybody or make friends and stuff like that. My goal behind that is you have to have a main personal page in order to create a business page type thing. The business that it's not really for a business, but it's dealing with business, such as selling my stuff. So my ultimate goal is to hopefully set up that page somewhere in the next week or two here. Set up that page and get all my stuff uploaded that I want to sell, and then get it publicly listed so that way I can start getting the word out. Try to spread that with social media, hopefully get something out, because apparently YouTube's not doing the job. I don't have a ton of views or really anybody interested, so I have been saying goodbye to a few people that I used to talk to back yonder. I have been saying goodbye to them, letting them go. I've already established that they don't care, so... but it's a courtesy. I'm being nice just to say goodbye, because I'm not saying that I didn't have any good memories of chatting with them, talking to them, whatever. But obviously, do I feel they care enough? Do I feel like the whole overall friendship experience with that person was positive? Probably not. I already get the impression, like I said, they don't care. So whatever happens to me, it doesn't matter to them. They're just glad that I'm out of their life. So that's given. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else right now. I know that there's been some huge explosions, over 200 people killed over by Sri Lanka. It's pretty sad that on a religious holiday, kind of goes to show the hatred there is in this world. I'm already experienced a lot of that hatred myself. I not in the way they experience it, so don't get me wrong. Don't take my words the wrong way. Clean out your ears if you're not listening correctly. Nothing compares to people dying because of explosions and stuff, especially in churches and public, major public areas and stuff like that, especially on Easter Sunday. It's pretty sad that the type of terrorist, and apparently from what I read last, nobody's taking credit for it. Anybody that does take credit for it deserves to burn wholeheartedly, but for any good people that suffer and die or end up in a bad position, I do feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for the hateful, despiteful people, the people that intentionally hurt people, use people, steal from people, whatever. I have no pity for them. I have no remorse for them. And while it may seem to be the harshest thing to say, I wish the worst upon them. I really do. I really wish that they suffer tenfold. So, but to all the good people out there, and those people truly know who they are. And if you think that you are, but you know that I know that you're not, it doesn't work that way. So don't think that you can get off the hook that way. And I know those people who know who I'm talking about. So. But to the actual real good people out there that actually have a heart and care about people and strangers, regardless of who they know or what race they are or what religion they are or where they live or the position they're in, etc. Anybody that has that good of a heart, I wish you the best. I do wish many blessings upon you. I do wish good things come your way. And I've said it before to EMTs, paramedics, doctors, nurses, firefighters, anybody that's associated in a rescue field or even military that is not associated as far as law enforcement goes. Because if you're associated with law enforcement, that makes you just as corrupt. Because I guarantee you, with all the corruption in this world, as I stated in a previous fact, that if you had 5 bad cops and 1 good cop, and that 1 good cop doesn't stand up to the 5 bad cops or do the right thing to expose them, that makes them guilty by association. That makes them just as corrupt. And even if they are a good cop and they go serve a paperwork that is totally like let's say this divorce that's coming up here, all this illegal bullshit from my attorney, or from my ex's attorney, sorry, and that court system stuff, as well as the dishonorable Michael Thompson that is here, and the dishonorable Stephen Wenzel. As far as all of them go, that if anybody served papers from any of those people or whatever, even though it is morally and in many cases legally wrong, that makes them guilty too. So that's why I can't give kudos to any law enforcement. The only ones I can do is the former law enforcement who actually stood up to the corruption and got fired or whatever the case may be. Those are the people that I will give kudos to. That is the best people that I know that have stood up to the tyranny that's going on in this country, in the world. So, but as far as the current law enforcement, sorry, I have nothing good to say about you, because you guys are all just guilty, especially from all the personal experiences I had. I have nothing good to say about you. But the medical field, people that do things to help people, heal people, and all that stuff like that, those people I give kudos to. The doctors, the nurses, firefighters, Coast Guards, The people that protect our country for the right reasons, great. The people who serve our military who are non-law enforcement, including whether it be external law enforcement, such as local civilian law enforcement, or even those who serve as MPs, because I guarantee you, if you're an MP, you're just as guilty. But any of those in military, let's say, that does like mechanical stuff on vehicles, or is infantry, or transportation, etc., that is not in a corrupt aspect of a government related thing. To those people, thank you for your service, wholeheartedly, from a fellow disabled veteran. I'm 80% disabled, 50% is mental, the rest is all combined, and it's all a combined rating, but the rest of it's my back, my legs, neuropathy, degenerative disc disease and stuff. So from a fellow disabled veteran to current veterans and disabled veterans who honorably serve, thank you wholeheartedly for your service. Without you, the country wouldn't have what it has today. Although, then again, we need to stop the corruption. We need politicians to get their heads out of their rear. Clearly, Democrats are not worth it, because Democrats do nothing but drag this country down further and further. People may hate me for saying this, but I think in the longest time, Bill Clinton was awesome as he tried to help stimulate the economy, and he did a good job for what he did during my lifetime. I can't say anything for previous presidents before my lifetime, but during my lifetime, out of all the presidents that I know of, that I've got to see their work and stuff, President Bill Clinton did an awesome job at the time. He did everything he could to stimulate the economy. He was trying to do the right thing, regardless of the corruption underneath the scenes or the infidelity that he had. But the only true president so far that I've seen that has tried to do anything in good nature for this country is Donald Trump. And people are going to hate me and discriminate against me. I don't care. Hate me all you want. I have nothing against good people of different races and stuff. But I do admit there is a lot of problems we have as far as people crossing the border from all different countries and stuff like that illegally, as well as people who are over here waiting for permanent visas and that don't care about the laws. They don't respect the laws. Their driving sucks. They don't contribute to the economy. They're sucking down welfare. They're not they're not helping where they need to be helping. To those who do the right thing and do the good things, I do give you kudos, and I do have respect for you guys. But again, like I said, President Trump, he's done a lot of things to try more stuff in office than what any other president that I've ever seen has done in a short time frame. And they're now trying to talk about impeachment of Donald Trump. I hope he doesn't get impeached, because honestly, he's a damn good president, and anybody who tries to impeach him is obviously clearly not good enough for our politics, is not good enough for our government, and they should really look at retiring. So any of the senators, the potential future presidents, you name it. If you're listening out there and you're a Democrat, and you're in office of some sort, do me a favor, look at resigning, because clearly I have nothing. I've never voted in my life, but all I've seen is bad karma from Democrats in general. This is the first time I've ever seen anything good, or any intentions, or any president for that matter, attempt to try to keep to his words. He's still fighting every Democrat out there, and politician, and liberals and leftists and stuff like that out there that are trying to fight to stop him. He's still fighting hard and doing what he can for the Americans out here. So Donald Trump, thank you. I hope you can also find change, if you got time in your schedule, find change in the laws, especially when it resorts to child custody, child support, etc., etc. So other than that, my plan is here, hopefully soon, I'm going to get a will written up. So I'm going to make a will, and I'm going to leave it with somebody that I can trust. I'm also going to be signing a DNR order, do not resuscitate order. So if anything were to happen to me medically, and it requires resuscitation, then I'm going to ask that they do nothing extreme, just let me go. So that I'm going to also work on. But other than that, I'm going to leave this brief and short, because I do have to get to work now. So 19 minutes is good enough. Hopefully you guys watch this, check it out, like, subscribe, share, get the word out for me. And thank you again to all those who are awesome. Happy Easter to those who celebrate it. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.